in markets and investing, we commonly, in our language, equate risk and uncertainty, and we don't use the word uncertainty precisely to define, the actual phenomenon. So, in kind of financial and economics lingo, we use the word uncertainty really to map to the concept of just the unknown, the unknowable that can't be allocated against, can't be hedged. Imagine like true acts of God. A meteor hitting the earth, a massive natural disaster, an unforeseen death, an early death of a major world leader in a position of importance, something like that. Something that you can't position for. It's an unhedgeable risk, right? Versus actual, when we colloquially use the term risk in markets is kind of alluding to or getting around the concepts of what's known in the probability distribution, what things can happen that we can hedge and prepare for, right? And I go down that rabbit hole not to be a stickler on words for the sake of just being the pedantic word policeman. What I'm doing that for is for people to understand and actually start thinking about these things. Is it really uncertainty in the sense that these things that these catalysts that spurred the volatility in your stock and bond portfolio, were those uncertain? Like, was it a true meteor coming from down from the heavens and something like the dinosaurs had no clue, like nothing to prepare for? Or could we have seen some of these things ahead of time and positioned accordingly? And I'd argue it's more of like what we've seen in the last 3 weeks, especially since April 2nd. They fall under that definition of risk in terms of like what was preparable. Because, not to Monday morning quarterback this, but we've talked about this on prior episodes. It was well telegraphed, post inauguration day that the tariffs were coming. And even before that, it was well telegraphed. If you paid attention to the campaigns, any stump speech, you can find every campaign stop, Trump using the language like tariffs are the most beautiful word in the English dictionary, just kind of that extravagance that we know he speaks with kind of uniquely as his calling card. But we knew this was coming. It should not have been a surprise to anybody. So I would say it leans towards that definition of risk, something that was preparable for, you could have seen around the corner had you thoughtfully, baked in that new or that information into your framework. So just want to make sure we're using the word risks and uncertainty properly, because that informs how we position ourselves as individuals and stakeholders responsible for preserving capital through periods like this.